Hello everyone, this is H-Dash-Yaski. No, it's not gonna work like that. Hello everyone, this is NS, that's right, Naruto StarCraft, and today I'll be casting game number 3 between MTW Dimaga and his opponent is my favorite Protoss, WhiteRa. Now, before I begin, I'd like to say that if you look at my channel description, you will see, like a bio of where I do get my accents from, and yeah, I always like input on my accents. So yeah, if you are a player that likes accents, like something different, because basically accents, it basically allows you to watch the same guy with different you know input. So anyways, if you haven't watched Game 1 and Game 2, do check them out. They are on my channel, obviously, and they were very, very sexy games, especially Game number 2. WhiteRa always delivering the action, so is Dimaga, as he is a very, very highly ranked Zerg player. He is quickly creeping his way, ha ha ha, see that, creeping his way to the top of my Zerg favorite list, and I am interested to see what's going to happen this game. Keep in mind that this is a larger game, this a larger map, and this is a four-player map, so we probably will be seeing a lot of higher tier units compared to the previous two matches. So what do we have here? Where's this guy going? Oh my god, is he going to take this high yield? Of course he is. This is a very ballsy move, my friends. And this is, like I said before in some of my other replays, these kind of strategies, it's like you do or die. You either make it or you don't. And that may be the obvious, and you may say, my god, NS, you're an idiot for mentioning that. But I felt like saying it, and you can't stop me, can you now? So here we have the ramp being blocked. Harvester type quite similar in every way. And what else is going up? The spawning pool is going up. The hatchery, as you can see right here, is going up. When I play on this map, I always like to do this too, because your opponents don't expect it. I mean, just watch. I never watched my replays beforehand, but just watch to see how long it takes WhiteRa to discover this area, because it's not in his normal path, right? Like if you follow my mouse and the screen, they usually, well, here, I'll just leave the screen here, and if you follow my mouse, the pathing generally, if there are in these positions, like they'll check this high yield, that one usually stays away from, the Protoss player usually stays away from that one, because he doesn't think that the Zerg player will go there. But we'll wait and see what happens. Here we have WhiteRa throwing down more gateways. Cybernetic score. So far, basic opening. He got the one early gas. And I'm waiting to see the warp gate being researched. There we go. Chrono boost on it. Not yet. Here we have one zealot blocking the door. Dimaga's high yield expansion has gone up. And I do hope that this pays off for him, because I like seeing strategies like this. I'm the kind of player, my friends, that I don't like to see boring stuff, man. I don't like to see the same stuff being all over, the same strategy being used over and over. And this, to me, is creative play, If you are a Zerg player, keep in mind that if, even if WhiteRa tries to stop this, all Dimaga has to do is put up a bunch of spine crawlers, and that'll buy him enough time for him to reinforce this area, especially with the queen here. Basically, this hatchery is now self-sustained as far as larvae goes and whatnot. Now, is it larvae or larva? I'm not too sure. I've seen both kind of pronunciations of it. But anyways, WhiteRa going for the standard 4 gate, and there you go, the blinking. The Twilight Council for his blink. Here he's trying to destroy the rocks to his natural base. But I do feel bad for WhiteRa. As you all know, he is my favorite Protoss player. But at this point, look at that difference, man, in income because of the high yield. And if WhiteRa doesn't stop this soon, he will be in a ton of danger, as high yields, the gold minerals basically stands for your golden, baby. If they don't stop you, you will win the game. Now, I hope I don't, I hope WhiteRa doesn't make me bite on my own words like he did in the first game, but we'll see about that. WhiteRa almost destroying those destructible rocks to his expansion, and this is always a good idea, boys. If you play on this map, that's like you know, like bread and butter, getting this area, because look, it's safe via those rocks, and you even have a Zelnaga tower to see what else is going on around the area. Here we have Zerglings trying to get in, but the Zealot has blocked the way. He already has one kill, and this Zealot slaps his side blade into the ground and he says, "You shall not pass," to the Zerglings, and the Zerglings realize that, so they're like, screw it, man, another day. The Zealot's in his mode today. So here we have the Blink being researched, Carapace level 1, more queens popping out as he has taken his natural expansion. What is that clicking sound I hear? There we go. The Zerglings trying to break these rocks to prevent harassment from these area, because as you know, blinking stalkers can blink up here and take advantage of the drones here, having the sexy time with them. So Dimaga thinking ahead like all smart players should, and he is removing the rocks in the early stage of the game. My god, look at all the SCVs. Look at all the drones here, man. There's a ton of drones there. And does WhiteRa even know about that place? He doesn't. So yeah, WhiteRa actually doesn't even know much about Dimaga at this point, as his scouting has been quite poor. I am surprised. But yeah, let's see what develops. The Zergling trying to go to the Zelnaga tower gets raped. And what else is going on? More stalkers being forced to move forward, and look at that. That's an interesting movement point. Okay, what do we got going on here? We have ton of Zerglings. Their attack level 1 is being researched because he has the high healed. I'm surprised. Damn, man, that's a lot of Zerglings. WhiteRa's probably wondering, where the hell are these Zerglings coming from? He is trying to get in a favorable position. There's a ton of Zerglings. Oh, look at that sexy use of Blink, basically allowing him to kill all these Zerglings up here, free of charge, well, free of taking damage. So the stalker's blinking away, killing more and more Zerglings. The Zerglings are chasing them. You guys can see how many kills those stalkers got. They're basically killing the Zergling army, well, this pack of the Zergling army slowly. But here we have the flank going in. The stalkers realizing they are outnumbered. They are trying to run away. But look at that sexy micro that WhiteRa has with the blinking stalkers. And my god, look how many kills each one of these stalkers probably has. 7, 6, 6, 7, 1, 2. Damn, man, that's a lot of kills. There's a ton of Zerglings trying to take out these stalkers. The stalkers are realizing that they will join their forefathers on WhiteRa quite soon, and they're trying to run as far as they can to a favorable position, which is right here. And I do believe that this is where they'll meet their doom at the hands of these Zerglings, but not before taking out a ton of Zerglings. As you guys can see here, placement of these stalkers are sexy. More and more Zerglings are going down. Now they have broken that initial entry to this area, and I do believe that these stalkers have returned to WhiteRa to join Tassada. Alright, so we have Infestors coming down, a ton of Zerglings, and I bet you that WhiteRa is realizing what the hell is going on. How can he make so much? He still has no idea what's going on here, boys, and that could be, well, that is very, very bad for WhiteRa right now, as he is clueless. And he probably is wondering how, in God's name, all these Zerglings are being produced. And as you can see, that's an incredibly large amount of Zerglings. What is WhiteRa doing? He finally put up the Nexus to his natural expansion. He's trying to abuse these Zerglings a little bit, bait them towards here so these guys can have their shooting gallery. The Zerglings run back, realizing that they would be in danger if they were to attack there. Here we have 2 robotic facilities going down. Now I do believe that he is going to make more and more Colossus, because Colossus are good counter to the Zerglings, as they have a huge area of attack and they do roast Zerglings, and we all love that sexy animation from the roasted Zerglings. Zergling chips, I like to call them. Here we have a ton more Zerglings and Infestors, ground Carapace level 2, as well as they already have the level 1 up. So evolution chamber, another one going down, robotics bay, more probes, and more Zerglings here. And still WhiteRa clueless to this area. This is very bad for WhiteRa. I do believe that in the long run he is going to get overrun. How many? My god, 119 Zerglings. That's a ton of Zerglings. Now, what is WhiteRa planning to do? Okay, so let's go to the basic, boys. When you are outnumbered like this, what can you do? If I were WhiteRa, I would start producing High Templars, because well, with the if you look, you can always tell what your opponent is going to get. You know, if they invest heavily, if you see a Zergling army and they have the Carapace upgrades and they are getting melee upgrades, realize that somewhere down the road you are possibly going to run into Ultralisks, because that's how the game works. That's a common game sense. You know what I mean? Because basically Ultralisks are basically Zerglings on crack. You know, they are stronger, they are much faster, they have a splash damage, they do destroy buildings with their ram ability, well, which is, it's not an ability really, it's their basic attack. And look at that, boys. What was I saying? Huh? I too have game sense, my friend. I'm not just some guy running my mouth. Even though it seems like that a lot of times. But yeah, we have the Ultralisks coming up, we have the armor upgrade going down, we even have the Roach movement speed bonus being upgraded, as well as roaches being produced, as well as the upgrade for the roaches. Damn, man, I'm running out of things to say. Alright, so here we have him. I don't know if that was such a good idea, man, getting rid of those rocks. I'm never a fan of that. But yeah, he is starting to mobilize his army. His WhiteRa's Colossi are out. That's right, boys. I don't have problems pronouncing the proper terms for Colossus like a lot of other like a lot of other commentators seem to have. They're always mixing up Colossi with Colossus. 1 is Colossus, 3 is Colossi. Simple. Now, here we have him going to abuse this high ground. And what did I say earlier about the rocks being destroyed? A few workers going down, the stalkers blinking in. I don't know why those blink down, but here we have a ton of Zerglings running in, trying to do damage, trying to stop this harass. Are they going to be successful? Where is this guy going? I have no idea. But here we have reinforcements being cut off by the Zerg army. Although these Colossus have done a lot of damage, this is way too close to call. How is it going to be? All the stalkers go down. All that remains is the Colossus, and I do believe that they are getting surrounded from this ledge up here and down below. And these stalkers are going to, these Colossi are going to go down. This one is running for his life, trying to make it to the cliff to walk over, but no way, Jose. This is the day you meet your maker. And I bet you right now, WhiteRa is wondering, how the hell did this guy get so much money to produce all these units? Let's see if he still has an idea. Look, he's still completely clueless about this area. WhiteRa, my friend, if you ever stumble upon this replay, realize that you were owned from the start. You had no chance. And yeah, I do believe that it is over. As WhiteRa, well, WhiteRa can put up quite a fight. He still has a lot of units and whatnot, but we'll see how that develops. My computer is lagging again like the piece of crap that he is. It is. I do apologize, you guys. Maybe one day I could buy a better computer. But yeah, here we have the final push going on. WhiteRa trying to hold every little Zergling, every huge Ultralisk, every Roach, but he is unable to do so, as these numbers prove to be too much. His last Colossi go down, the last one destroyed. Damn, man, did you see how fast they destroyed that building? It was like 1 second. Anyways, I do believe the GG is imminent, as Dimaga's forces are having the sexy time with these buildings. And there it is, GG Neoploxy Sum Plu Felicia, whatever that means. Anyways, thank you for watching, and to game 4 we go, boys. Oh yeah.